Hey guys, we are Ruth and Todd and we're renovating this amazing Victorian house in Glasgow. We actually bought it in February last year, 2024, and since then have been on this renovation journey. And to be honest, we're not usually the renovation types. Like, we do other creative things, but here we are trying to learn what to do with this amazing old house. And something really fun, last week one of our posts on Instagram just like spun out and got loads of views, and so now we've got a whole bunch of you following along with us. So firstly, just wanted to jump on YouTube to say hi, welcome, thanks for tracking with our journey. So glad you're here. And I guess over here, we're just gonna share more of the story, what's gone on so far, and let you know as it unfolds. So in this episode, I'm going to tell you about the story so far, what's happened in this last year, and about what it was like that time our post went viral. So firstly, who are we? We are Ruth and Todd. Todd is actually from California, but you would never know that. People who know him here do not recognise that he has an American accent because he's basically lost his American accent. Most people would say he probably sounds more Irish. I don't know, you guys can decide for yourself if he ever actually jumps in front of the camera. Usually he's the guy behind the camera, and that's what he does professionally. He's a filmmaker, photography, stuff like that. I couldn't persuade him to jump on today to chat to you guys, but maybe he will in a future episode. As for me, I am Ruth. I'm from Edinburgh, although I live now in Glasgow, very much converted to the west coast of Scotland. Sorry about that, east coast people, but I do miss your chippies. That's the one thing that I really can't get past. So we live here in this house with our kids and lots of pets. So sorry if you're not into animals. We've got a whole bunch of them, but hey, we've now got a house big enough to handle that, so all good. We moved here 1 year ago. We knew when we took it on that it was going to be a lot of work, but honestly, like, this is in so many ways the house of our dreams. We've always dreamed of having somewhere that's got, you know, the old Victorian features. I grew up in a new build, like, love new builds, you know, love the energy efficiency and all that, love the wee communities, but honestly, I just love, like, you know, that really lovely cornicing, the ceiling, the old features, the fireplaces. And so we always wanted to get somewhere that's got the high ceilings, that's got big rooms. We've maybe lived in the tension of British homes and what's normal versus American homes. In American homes, you tend to get a lot of open plan, a lot of space for socialising, for having large groups over. Whereas in Britain, we just seem to love doors and walls and blocking out any natural light with our tiny windows. I don't know. What's so great about this house is we've got our beautiful old British features, you know, our Victorian ceilings and fireplaces and incredible windows and paneling and all this, but also just the layout of the place means we have got this huge open plan living room, kitchen, dining, and so we have people over the time. We have people over all the time. Like, we're those kind of people who we host Hogmanay parties every year. We love to have big groups over. We love to have guests. You know, we've got international family. I'm the only one in the family that's not American. Our kids and Todd they've all got American passports, and they're also British. I'm only British. But it does mean we have a lot of international family and friends who come and stay, which is why we've got a huge guest room with bunk beds and plenty of space for visitors. So this house in so many ways is our dream home. We knew when we took it on it was going to take a whole bunch of work. When we came in, there was major damp issues in the walls. We had to pull up all the floors and we had to pull out all the damp. We had to replace a whole bunch of stuff. We had to pour a layer of like concrete underneath. Then we put insulation back on the floors. There's a whole bunch of work that we did when we came in. And we're also just on this journey of like trying to make everything look more clean and fresh, and like painting walls, painting ceilings, making it look and feel a little bit more like us. I think it's going to be like 10 years until we get this to a point where it's much more like complete and what we want. We are on the really slow and gradual journey of replacing things that are going to make it more energy efficient. Any of you that've lived in a Victorian house will know, like, it's just cold and it's just drafty. Like, there's a lot of work you have to do. And some of our friends were like, why would you take on such an old house that needs so much stuff done when you could get one that's totally fine, walk-in condition? I'm like, okay, one, we knew what area we wanted to live in. There's only so many options. Two, someone has to take on these houses and someone has to bring them into 2024, or someone has to bring them into modern days. Someone's got to make them more energy efficient. So I'm like, why can't it be us? Why can't we be the ones that say, we'll take it on, we'll spend 10 years bit by bit, squeezing every penny we have, probably not doing as many holidays as we want, but being able to get this place warm and efficient and just like better, not just for us living in it, but actually for the planet, right? So that's the kind of slow and gradual journey we're on, but it does mean we're very much in work in progress vibes. And honestly, I carry around a hot water bottle everywhere. I'll show you it. Where is it? So we tend to kind of live like carrying these around, like just like hugging them all the time because it's always cold. And I've got amazing slippers. I just got these in California at the Rainbow Factory, where we have a funny thing about rainbow slippers. We just, maybe it's a sentimental thing, we always go back to the Rainbow Factory when we're in Southern California. But those are my nice fluffy slippers that I have to wear around the house everywhere, because one, the floors are dirty everywhere you go, so you need some rubber soles, but two, they're just fluffy and warm, so that's nice. Where was I? As I was saying, we're on this journey. We're trying to make the place more energy efficient. We're trying to make it beautiful, but we are creative freelancer types. We don't have consistent cash flow every month, and so it's very much like project by project, and then when we run out of money, we like run out of money and everything has to go on pause. So this is the real life journey. If you're here for that kind of thing, come and join us. We'll show you what we're doing as we go. But also, guys, if you've got all the tips and tricks about what we're meant to be doing, like, tell me what we're meant to be doing.